this Friday on YouPlug.
So he gives me a call and he asked me, "Oops, do you know what body count is?"
It's like, don't come here and still try to find your way. We want to make sure that we get to the point. And
I'm thinking of body mass index and stuff. Yeah,
this is what I've gone through an experience, because it comes with judgment. It comes with...
What is judgment? You do not carry those sexual traumas or experiences.
Because had I known this at the beginning, then
I wouldn't
have taken this journey with you. Because
be aware that sometimes your expectation of satisfaction may not come out of this relationship. But
I was like, whatever that comes, as long as, I don't know, does God reset the body count? That I'm trying to aim for it, knowing that I've been there.
You know, you are searching for something, and you know what you.
Family, welcome to YouPlug. Welcome to the plug that keeps you plugged in. Yeah, it's tough out here on this space. As you would see that there's some tension here, but nonetheless, we are bringing you an episode.
Non-stop.
If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button, turn on your post notifications so that every time we post, you're notified of content.
Yes.
And I mean, our channel speaks for itself. We can see more than close to 100 episodes and going close to 700.
We have 100 videos and close to 100 episodes.
So we're here to stay, and that is why you can trust us with your subscription. I am Mac. I'm the head and not the tail. I'm above and not beneath. I'm the child of the Most High God, blessed and highly favored, a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a nation belonging to God, to declare the praises of Him who has called me out of darkness into His wonderful light.
Yes.
And as you can see, I am not alone.
Yes. If you're in the space for the first time, nagi opa okaramalagan gumnar nom subudo ga drafasa wa shadro ga taga skingi den ga masulu ga mna tuturu sagi goblo tawaturu maru mutulu ko mari twan buda komo. And as always, friends, I'm excited to be here. I want to welcome our returning subscribers too. Thank you for keeping this channel going, and everyone. Thank you to YouPlug community who rally around us and just support this YouPlug platform, even outside this space. And we really do appreciate that. I don't want to waste time, Mac. I want to go into this thing.
Now, I want to remind the YouPluggers that the 4th of September.
Okay, come on.
It is going down.
It's going down.
Before we go into the meat of the things.
Yes.
This is the bigger thing that you are anticipating and that we are anticipating and looking forward to. Please make sure that you mark that on your calendar and keep it aside.
Yeah, sure.
Because it is going down and you need to prepare yourself. Not virtually, it's going to happen live.
You need to be at the place.
In person.
Yes.
You need to be at a place.
Yes.
And we are ready to meet with you.
And we're going to announce that shortly.
Yeah.
We are going to, each week we keep on. But it's coming, friends. We're excited of what God is doing through this platform and other things that came as a result of this platform. So there are stuff that are leveling up. So please spare that 200 rand. You're going to need it, because that 200 rand, it's going to buy you an experience that you will never forget.
And unlocking into the future.
Oh yeah, come on, let's keep it there. Things are coming and they're unfolding and we're going. But let's go into this one, Mac. You're trying to stop me, I can see. I want to go into this one, Mac.
Let's go.
So we have had this conversation. Obviously, when we have these conversations, we have them extensively, and unfortunately, some part of that content we cannot fully just for the sake of viewers, because we do not know in terms of age. So we are trying to be careful of that, and I'm just looking forward to a day where it's just gonna be adults, where we sit together as with YouPlug adults, and we unpack this kind of things here. But what we want to talk to today, it's you know how this started? Mac gave me a call. So he gives me a call and he asked me, "Oops, do you know what body count is?" And I'm thinking he just got that also. He got that revelation. So now in my mind, as one person who likes to go to gym, exercise and stuff, now I'm thinking of body mass index and stuff. Yeah, the BMI and things like that.
And what did you say your body count is?
No, I didn't say it. I didn't say it, please. Leave me out. Now I said I think it's somewhere around there. I didn't even say anything about it. But yes, the issue of, and Mac, I promise you, it might not be me only when we speak about.
And me. I mean, I must confess, when I gave you the call, like you said, I just got that revelation.
Like, there's body count. Like, where have we been living? And on the other side, when we try to hear from Mac's wife, she's like, where have you guys been living? We know about this body count. And now we want to bring it into the space, but we want to talk briefly about that. Mac, what is body count? I'm not even going to ask you what is your body count. I'm just asking what is body count.
So body count, according to my dictionary, it says the number of people who participate in an activity. Yeah.
So that's body count.
That's body count.
Yeah. So, but in the context of relationship, body count, it's then
how many people are in a relationship?
No, wasi. No, wasi. In a relationship, body count is the number of people you have slept with.
Sure.
So, I mean, that's hectic. I mean, obviously, people will cringe because, these pastors are talking about these things, and some people, even within the church space, how do they justify or distance themselves from us? These young pastors. So, if a person puts young, you can expect anything from a young. So they don't want to own up to that. And even in many churches, when I go and preach, these are young pastors, don't mind how they look. They are anointed by the Lord. Just because you don't, just say in case something go wrong. We distance ourselves. They are still young, understand that. But
let's go to body count.
Let's go. Let's go into body count.
Now I'm actually interested. In knowing, going into the relationship. Was it something? Maybe that the terminology body count was not. You didn't know it by then, but did it matter to you? Be it your wife now or anyone that you got into a relationship with, did it matter what their body count was?
With what I knew then, yes, it did matter. Simply because I myself tried to keep myself by God's help and God's grace and preserve myself from sexual activities. And just waiting for that one person, which is my wife. So that, because it mattered to me personally, it was important for me that I find someone who also have been kind of in the same journey. Yes, it did matter to me.
Sure. And how was it going to, in your mind? How would that play out in your relationship? Would it make it a better relationship with somebody who was not than somebody who had a body count of 5? The issue of experience was key. So low key, because I'm one person who tried to keep myself. So I didn't want, with what I knew then, I didn't want someone who will outshine me or who will outplay me, who come with a lot of experience and now I come inexperienced. So it's better if inexperienced, the ground must be level.
The ground must be level, not like this. You see, being a young, because I have to acknowledge that when I got married, I knew the decision I was committing myself to. But every time I keep on learning about the importance of that decision of getting married, because I was only 24 when I got married. My wife and I were both 24. So I didn't know as much as I know now. So Yeah, so basically that's that for me.
And I mean, funny enough, on my side, having had conversations with people, even in church, I got to learn early that the possibility of a zero body count is little to none. So I was like, whatever that comes, as long as, I don't know, does God reset the body count? That as long as they are saved, it means that God has forgiven, and we will, you know. Start. So I mean, what we're dealing with now in our conversation is, does it matter?
Yeah, does body count matter? It's a that's $1 million question, a sensitive one.
Sure.
For that matter. Again, we are not trying to engage in these conversations from a background of being ignorant or anything like that,
and
because you know,
and
privilege as well, because you know, I mean, I sympathize with those who have been sexually violated, who have been denied the right to choose whether they want to participate or not, and some countless times. So I do not want to be ignorant to that, and I mean, I acknowledge that this conversation itself could be a trigger to some people, but we are where we are, and things are as they are. We can only learn from those experiences. Of course, how we learn is not to put salt on the wound; it's to engage in these conversations redemptively. And I think that's the entire purpose of this thing. Does body count matter? I don't know. To some it does, to some it doesn't. Just the act of being intimate with someone, and you are going to be in a relationship with another person, has because you are building on to experience. You are building on to experience. It could be a good experience, it could be a bad experience, but you are building on to experience, to expectation, to you see. So obviously, these conversations, we are speaking about it because we expect people to be open when they enter into a relationship. To some people, it may not be. People may prefer to hide it or stuff, but we are saying this so that when people enter into a relationship, they will engage. They will ask their spouse, "How many people did you sleep with?" Not because they, if that is important to them, but to some people, no, it doesn't really matter. But experience has a way to build expectation. And if I come in with a particular experience to a person, that could be a good or a bad thing, depending on how your previous experience was. So it's always a challenge. I mean, you think of. I mean, obviously, I'm still. You can hear that I'm struggling to answer the question, but obviously, you think of a space where, when you learn to engage on sexual activities with your spouse, obviously you grow into that space, and if you're open enough with your partner, you talk about that when you are done having sex. Obviously, this will probably, with this one, it's a content, especially this part, that is recommended to people who are married, because that's the context through which we are speaking here. So you will speak with your person and say, and you will have that open conversation, and they will say, no, this week or tonight it was bad, last week it was, last week was good, or I enjoyed better yesterday than today. Today was okay, but yesterday was better. You can imagine in that space when it's just you and your wife. But if you come in and with a person who has a lot of body counts, and I'm saying that respectfully, and in their mind and in their expectation of sex, when you see, in your case, you'll be trying to beat yesterday's record. But in this person, you may be contending with a 5 years ago record. They enjoyed sex, but they keep on looking for that one.
Yeah.
Or this sex keep on reminding them of that, whether a bad experience to some. So yeah, so to some it does matter, to some it doesn't. What's your take?
Yeah, my thoughts on it, and I will just boldly say that I think it matters, and the weighing may be different, because to some who have experience, they want somebody who has experience. Don't come here and still try to find your way. We want to make sure that we get to the point. And yet, in your case that you said that others they want somebody who does not have any experience, so that we can learn and journey together. And I think because sex is very and let me take it to the Christian community, that I don't think it's as easy to just say in the Christian community that this is what I've gone through an experience, because it comes with judgment. It comes with because
what is judgment? What is judgment? Because sometimes you're saying judgment if a person doesn't agree with you.
That's a conversation for another day.
Sure.
Let's park it aside for now, because it's a whole different topic. But it comes with that, and with shame.
Sure.
Bringing that out may be difficult. It's not as easy as saying
for sure. Yeah.
So you try to hide it, but then when you go later into the relationship and you finally disclose, then you find that it does matter, because had I known this at the beginning, then I wouldn't have taken this journey with you, because it matters to me. So I think to some, whether it matters, I think it does, because it's also associated with respectfully, things like STIs or STDs. And we need to make sure that we go and check, and if we're going to journey together in this. And I want to say, if you're still pursuing the journey of being sexually celibate, of just being celibate, just continue with that. And for those who have not, who are no longer, it's not the end of the road, whether your body count is, but I think it's something worth talking to your partner about.
Openness.
But like I said, it's
not as easy.
As
it doesn't just come as easy as we are talking about now, but I think it's a conversation worth having. So I don't know, what do people at YouPlug think about this conversation. I think it's a very important one, because sometimes when you move in, you get married, you have not disclosed, or you have disclosed, whatever the case. Because the thing is, the good thing about disclosing is a person will then give them a choice to choose their struggle, not when they're already married and then they find other stuff that they didn't sign up for. So but also I think redemptively speaking, God forgives. Regardless of how many times you have had sex with a person, God forgives. He clears that. And also I think that the other important thing, reason why we're talking about is it's the importance of rehabilitation, or finding healing from one relationship to the other, so that you do not carry those sexual traumas or experiences, whether good or bad, that will create an expectation into this new relationship. So I do not know, what do you pluggers think about that?
I agree, and to also add to that, as much as God does forgive, the experiences do not they do not just fade away instantly. And proposing even a way forward is that if and I mean it's a journey.
Sure.
And that is why we advocate from a Christian worldview. And just to put it out there, the fact that we say we're speaking from a Christian perspective does not mean that it's limited to Christians, that this content is limited to Christians. But we're saying that there are competing ideas.
The
Christian voice has has something to put out, that we think can be tangible and can compete with any other worldview. And if it's truth, why don't we all follow it? We don't reject it because it's Christianity and we don't agree with it. But we need to embrace it. If it's truth and if it works, then it's truth. So I was saying, in the journey of being like Christ and of becoming servants and disciples of Christ, you know, we talk of things like the fruit of the Spirit, that Christ enables us to have, like patience, kindness. And when you encounter somebody who has had sexual experiences, or you yourself have had sexual experiences, encounters before marriage or before the partner that you're with now, is that you need to submit all of that intentionally and pursue loving this person and leaving the past really behind, as much as it may come, but it's intentionally,
we
you know,
call that
doing
awareness, self-awareness. You know? Be aware that sometimes your expectation of satisfaction may not come out of this relationship but other relationships, and you need to find healing for that.
Exactly.
And acknowledge that, you know, I've had this experience, and this is a different person. That's why I think part of this also make it also it's to call us to think through relationship and sex as well. That sex, much as it's important, the relationship with this person needs to come after that. You need to make sure that, you know, when you love this person, you love all of them. That's why we're advocating for transparency, so that when I love you, I need to choose to love all of you, because I don't come as a buffet where you can choose other parts of my experiences and other. You must know that you find this as is, and if we were transparent enough to talk about these things, then we well, in fact, my suggestion, Meg, it's exactly what you are saying, that you know, you yourself need to do the work. You need to understand that much as you love this person, much as you have had those experiences, you need to learn to let them go. That's a hard work. It's easier said than done.
If you've had that high,
and
you're constantly trying to aim for it, knowing that I've been there.
You know, you are searching for something, and you know what you are searching for, and you are not getting what you are searching for. You see, that becomes a frustration. It's by itself. So you need to be willing to let go of that, and be willing to build new experience with this person.
And can I also propose that even if, you know, both partners have both been sexually active in their own respect and now coming together, that they still need to let those
don't come in as
go.
if you know everything. Even if you know, you don't come in, because you are dealing with a different person. So even I like that, Meg. Even if we come both with experiences, you still need to know that there is a person before sex. There is this human who carries who has this intrinsic worth, and that's not determined by you and what you think of them, but by God who has created them. And you need to respect and honor that. Much as you come with experiences, you need to lay those experiences down intentionally. Continue to pursue this relationship and its beauty, and God will just honor that and sanctify that space just for the two of you. So does body count matter? Yes, it does. Can we heal from those? Well, maybe others don't even want healing. They just want to keep those experiences. But what we are saying is, as you move into a different, it's important to disclose those things, but also as you move into a new relationship, you need to seek new experiences, not to hold on to the experiences of yesterday with someone else, and you want to get the same vibe from this particular person.
I think we would like to hear from the YouPluggers. If you even if you disagree, I mean, we want you to hear. Let's expand this conversation. Let us talk, and we know that, as we've said, that it may be personal to some of us.
Yeah,
but,
sure.
We would like to engage this really on a redemptive level, on a very respectful to manner, so that we can journey into towards healing and towards restoration.
And learning as well, because we don't come as experienced people. We just come as people who love the Lord and people who say what they are thinking, and we do not mind to be corrected on what we are thinking, or just come to the space and have this conversation with us, especially that one. It would be nice to have someone here to come and engage. So friends and family, thank you very much for engaging this content. Thank you very much for sitting through this conversation. We hope this was helpful. We hope that you will find the necessary healing that you want, and the clean start that you need, and the restoration that you need as we continue to engage on this conversation. So please share this conversation, invite your friends to come and join in, and also if you have youth groups and others and other young couples or couples setups, and you will want us to come and engage or address certain topics, please, you are more than welcome to hit us, and we will be there. So thank you for tuning in from the two of us. Remain plugged, remain connected. Ciao. What is your body count?